guys. So, headed out to do another scouting job this morning on another piece of public land. I intended on leaving the house and getting to the unit right at daybreak so that I'd be able to catch, several hours worth of cooler air to do this, but I'd sprayed my clothes with permethrin last night, set them outside to dry, hang them up to dry. Well, about 3 o'clock this morning it decided to rain, so I got up at 5 and my clothes are soaking wet, so I had to throw them in the dryer and just hope that the permethrin didn't wash off of them in the rain. Hope they got dried up enough to hold it in there. But that set me behind, so it was actually about dawn when I left the house. I'll probably about 15 minutes after sunrise is when I'll get there. But I'm gonna go check this place out. This is a piece that I've never been on at all. All I've done is map scouting on it. Found a few areas that I want to look at, a few ridges, a few funnels, a few places that look like they'd make good buck beds. We'll see when I get there. Got about 20 minutes to go before I'm there, and we'll see what we got once we get out there. I bought my son's GoPro, and I'll be able to have it strapped to my chest, and it'll make it a little bit easier for keeping track of what I'm doing, and I won't have to pull this big old clunky thing out quite so much to do things, but that'll be handy. So maybe this video will turn out a little bit better. We'll see. We'll check back with you in a bit. Alrighty. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I did some tests yesterday. The microphone's fairly good on this camera. I am just getting to the property. Actually took a few minutes in the truck getting ready. It's a lot of water. The grass is very tall, so I'm probably going to be soaking wet before the end of the morning. But here we have it. I'm going to wander around out here. Now, I'm not going to show you everything because I know there's some local people that watch these videos, so I'm not going to show you exactly everything, but I've got several places out here that I want to check out that I marked on my app, marked on the old Onyx. So I'm going to wander out here, put my eyes on them, see if I can find any buck beds. And like I was saying, it's getting kind of late in the year, so if I don't get my boat going here pretty quick, I may not do any more scouting until hunting season, and then it'll just be literal run and gun scouting. Okay, so I was moving into my second X. It's kind of a low spot where a bunch of ridges drop off, which made me want to check it out. And actually, it really looks fantastic. And even better, I was messing with my phone, not paying much attention, trying to get my maps to come up with no service, and I jumped a deer as I was walking up to the area. So I know that they are using this place to bed. I have a fairly good idea where. I couldn't tell what kind of deer it was, whether it was a buck or a doe. But it is a really good bedding. You can look. Alright, the deer was bedded somewhere right in here behind me. And this thick stuff over here. And I can see out that way, and I can see all of that over there, and I was coming in right over there. You can see I was coming in right there. You can see the field right there. You could see me, they could see me walking. My guess is they were on one of these high points right back over here where that deer was bedded. That right there, see, I don't know what's showing on the camera, but where that trees come to a point right there, that's where that deer was bedded. They've got this hill right here to catch the down thermals. The wind today, I don't have any milkweed with me, I forgot it at the house, but the wind is kind of out of the south. I still got no service, but they're catching all the thermals coming off these ridges right here. I could come in with the wind out of the north. That way it'd be blowing from their back, maybe from the northeast. Well, due north, I think, is right over here. And I'd catch the wind, it'd still be coming in from the thick. And they'd still be bedding there, I think. I'm not positive, but now I could set up down here in this tall tree. I don't know if you can see it with this GoPro, but way down there at the end, about 300 yards, 200 yards away, there's a nice tall tree that I could get up in there. It's right on the transition line. That way if they decided to come walking down this transition, I'd still have a pretty good shot at them, and I'd be able to see this bedding area. This is the tree that I was talking about hanging an observation stand in. If I can get up 15 or so feet in that tree. One, I've got this trail that runs right down in front of it. Two, I will be able to see down there into that bedding. It'll be prime buck bedding. And I'd be able to see out all over in here. See anything getting up. If I can get up in there around all those branches. Let me get the other camera out here. So this is the tree. If I can get right up in here around all these other branches, that's maybe 15 feet up, 20 feet up. I'd be hidden well enough, and I could stand up there and watch all that down there and all this out here. This is an observation standpoint if I ever seen one. Plus I see all this down here. I could watch for deer for hours right here. And it wouldn't be hard to get to neither. So that's the plan so far. We'll mark this tree. This little point here sticking out into this pasture. You can see, I don't know if you can see it from here. Let me try to zoom it in. You see the high water line on those trees over there? Means all this was underwater during the spring floods by a good bit. That's why there's so little undergrowth around here. But this little point kind of sticks out into this clearing here. And I was just walking by. This isn't even marked on my map, but I decided to come over here and check it out. And this is a clear buck bedding area. Walked up in here, of course, he's got all this thick back here to his back. Alright, right there, just over that little hump and over that, through that ditch there is where that other bedding was that I just found a few minutes ago, where I jumped that deer. He's got all this that he can see, and there's like a bunch of rubs up in here. There's one. There's one on this tree. There's one on that tree. That tree there. Now I'm not going to call this a buck nest like the THP guys, but it is a fantastic buck bedding area. And no doubt there's bucks using it. I mean, I could probably see five rubs right here, just standing here. Thought I seen a deadhead there for a second. You see the bone here? It looks like a cow's hip bone, and then this little stump right here. I thought it was a ginormous deadhead for a second, but yeah. But I'm gonna mark this without a doubt on the Onyx, because this is really nice. I can sneak in over there, cross a little creek, real nice and quiet, and set up in one of those trees over there watching this, and maybe I'll get lucky and they'll come around over there. Definitely gonna mark this. Alright, I'm running out of space on this SD card, so probably only gonna pop in and show things like this, really cool things, really good places. So we'll see you in a bit. Up there is the next place I've got marked. Actually, looks like, yeah, it's just right over here that I've got marked. I'll go check it out right quick, but I definitely want to go check all that out, because it looks like a good place for a buck to hold up and watch. But all this high stuff, these trees, I don't even know what kind of trees these are. Maybe some of y'all can tell me. There's trails all up in here though. Doesn't surprise me. Good place for deer to hide and hogs. Looks like I marked this area because of topography. Clearly, I can see the ridge over there. There's a rub. There's a rub. Yep. Rub there. Rub there. These are really low rubs though. Unimpressed. But it's clear that a buck, albeit maybe a small one, is using this, which, when you think about it, kind of makes sense that it would be a small one, because this isn't the best bedding in the area. I mean, there's much better bedding. So the smaller deer are going to be over here, though it's decent bedding. It's not the best. Smaller deer are going to be over here, and I'm betting the bigger are going to either be right over there or over there in that area that I said I wanted to check out. I'll take a little look-see over here. Man, that's a big old tree. Oh my word. Would you look at that? Okay. So I'm coming out here, I'm checking maybe my 4th or 5th spot that I marked on my map scouting, and as you'll see on the GoPro, I just walked up on this. This is the highest rub I have ever seen. I don't know how much it came up over the summer, but look at this. This thing is chest high. So I don't know how fast these trees are growing, but I can assume that it was probably about maybe right here last year, which is still waist high. That's a tall deer. Wow. That is awesome. I'm marking this place for sure. That is a big road. I'll look around, see if I can't see any more. I was just saying on the GoPro that back over there where I had marked, it looks like a great bedding area, but it's not the best here. So I decided to come over here and look what looks like it would probably be better. And I am not disappointed. That's a high rub. That's a very high rub. Really awesome. I just got to find a way to get into a tree over here. Unfortunately, I don't know what it's from, if it's from a hunter or from the high water levels. Somebody in this tree right here, see that ribbon? I mean, somebody's been back here and marked something, but that don't mean nothing. This is a great spot. I'm gonna mark this and then look around a little bit more, see if I can't find anywhere to set up a way to get access in here. Pretty far back in this public land, so hopefully not too many people are going to be coming back here. Alright, I'll let you know if I find anything better. So I just spooked a deer, a small deer. I've just gone through this whole spiel without the camera recording. Thought that it was. It's in this little area that I thought might be good bedding, so it makes me feel good that I was right. This is clearly bedding area. So it was a small one. I mean, right here's the tracks. They're not very big. I mean, I saw the deer. It wasn't big at all. But it is in this area that I thought might be good bedding, so I'm going to look around, see if I can't find any beds, see if I can't find any rugs. I've found another spot that is good bedding. It's definitely a buck bed. You can see that right over there is the area that I was talking about that I wanted to check out. That's where I seen that fawn jump and take off. So I go out into the field a little bit. There's a little pond out here. I'm going to look around it. And there's this group of trees here that was really thick. These it looks like live oaks. I mean, pretty sure they're live oaks. There's a bur oak or two. I mean, just thick, nasty trees. And it looked like it would be a good spot for a buck to bed. He could look out and see all of that. Plus he could look out, see all of that. It would be almost impossible to sneak up on him right here. You'd have to be on the right wind. But I know it's a buck bed, and it's a big buck. Is this rub right here? That's about thigh high, waist high. And then right over there, there's another one on that tree, about the same height. It looks like that tree over there was rubbed a little bit before. This is definitely a buck bed. And a nice buck at that. So, yeah, this is one area. I've already marked it. I just got to figure out a way that I can hunt it. I might be able to get in one of those poplars right there. Which I mean, it's probably the same buck that's bedding on the other side over there. Because these are really great beds. So it's probably the same buck, same dominant buck back here. This is his bedding area, this whole area probably. So I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's coming a little shower here. I'm just going to let it do its thing, let it peter itself out. I don't expect it'll be very long. I was walking this fence row, or this old fence row, this tree line here. I found one rub on it, old, didn't look like it was used last year. And this right here is probably why. For one, you're not allowed to have any permanent stands out here. For two, they're setting up in this tree permanent. Means they're coming out here a lot. Don't know how they're accessing, but it means the deer are going to know he's here. So that cancels out this whole fence row right here. The thing about it though is all those beds that I found back over there, they're set up. They're probably watching this guy walk in here every time, which works out for me. It's going to make them deer feel more and more secure when they see these hunters walking in past them and can't see them. It's going to make it easier for me to sneak in right up on them because they're going to feel secure. I just jumped a buck. A really nice buck. I don't know if you're going to be able to see him. Well, folks, I believe that's going to do it for this video. I'm on my way back to the truck, and I plan on basically taking close to the same route back, mainly because I'm almost out of battery, I'm almost out of SD card. Been out here for 5 hours, found a lot of good sign, a lot of good places. So I believe I'm going to call it and make my way back to the truck. Well, we'll leave you with that. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. It really helped me out. I'll leave you with that. Thank you. See you next time.